everybody. Good morning to another work week here in the Philippines. It's always another work week. You see my tired eyes? I was whooped. I don't put these videos out always in chronological order. Now the build stuff and this daily life stuff I do, but if I take a boat out or go on a motorcycle ride and all, it could fall out of time. But I don't know when you'll see the motorcycle ride. You may have already seen it by now. But man, we rode like 9 hours yesterday. We put the arm butt in, man. Myself, Cap, and David, and went through just nothing but climbing and twisting and mountain roads. Oh, it was so much fun. Went through some bad places in the mountains too. Now that was just so much fun. But boy, I bet they feel just like me. Whooped. Melinda too, man. Melinda was so tired. Have you ever been so tired that you can't rest? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're so tired, you just feel like that you should just pass out, but you're too tired to even rest. It sounds crazy, right? Like it don't make sense. So anyway, the guys are up here getting this Monday morning started, and actually I feel very content. I'm tired, but I still got some pretty good sleep. But I feel very content, and I'm happy with the work they're up there getting started doing today. And for me, I'm going back down here to work on the boat, and that'll be a separate video that I'll cut away right here on this. But I'm looking forward to a very prosperous and happy day here with the guys. And let's get this day going. So they poured this 4-foot section of wall, but I want them to keep the cribbing on. Let me back this up some of y'all can see. I want them to keep the supports the cribbing on these 2 rows at the top right here, so this form stays tight, and on the end right here too. But we're going to rob all those bolts down on those second 2 for now, because I don't have enough hardware to do it all without removing some. But those are ready to come out, so we're fine. My next door neighbor, they're over here working again. They're putting up those little crowns there at the top. I don't know the real name for them. Just honestly, I don't, but I sure have paid for a lot of them. But he's getting those up. I sure like them boys. Huh? Put nail under. Yeah, but we could get holding this wall up straight though. If you could put one outside here. It moved a little bit again though. Okay, right there. Can you put one in that outside sheet? Okay. Oh. Yeah, so it quit moving. Alright. What's Joel working on over there? That corner? Be sure and put that. Be sure and put this up here and get that nail straight up there, okay?
Up. What? Ya, bikin lagi bilang ano ba? Para yung papapaw na. Ano yan ay level what? Kay gusto ano may natural? Bali ano, tansakan ro kuno. Sa dalom. Urat. Sabe? Level ba? Ate urat ko kali yan. Wala pa. Urat mong kalabot.
This should be good right there. He needs to nail it up there at the top. You need to give him the nail and hammer. It's good right there. So I got the boys down here, Ding and Marvin. I got them to start a mix. Everybody's still getting themselves acclimated, and we're still getting materials gathered up. We had to buy more washers and nuts and stuff. You know, people ask about, oh, buy my old bolts and stuff when I did the whole house here before. But by the time we started at the bottom and finished all the way up our 4 stories up, them bolts were tired, ragged, and rusty, and the nuts were wore out. I would not have been doing you any kind of service, because this salt air shows no mercy. None. Creep around the corner here. Ooh, it shows no mercy. It's not touching.
The bottom, it's okay.
But the top's off. Yeah, I was gonna do is just try to tack some back, and we'll clean it up. We'll clean the shape up some after we pull the forms.
What's screw in the back?
Yeah.
What's screw in the back?
Maybe pull a couple of those nails back out and let's move that over. That was it level inside? Huh? Did you put the level inside? It needs to come in? Yeah. Hey, help him knock that back, and we need to move that sheet in. We had it out front. Yeah. So the horrible vlogger I am, I was dealing with a low battery situation earlier, and I didn't get the video up, but we got out here together and put in that window buck down there on the bottom, and we put in the one right above it, so it's going to be like glass, like that whole corner is going to be glass, and then patio door here all glass, all facing out to the ocean right there. It's gonna be really cool. And then we're gonna get the sheet sandwiched over. I can probably step around out there right now and I can show it to you. I don't want to get out here on this bamboo right now. It's a long span between here and over there. They need another support right here in the middle. But we've got the buck in it up there, and we got a gap still doubled up going through, and then down below, so we got 1 foot up off the floor. That is that. And then crawl out of that steel there, and then up in this corner we cut this PVC again. That's cut into, don't cut it in half, you need to cut it in like thirds, and you can get 3 pieces out of 1 2-inch piece, cutting it in thirds. And we got that in there, and it'll form a radius corner, a bull nose on the corner of the structure here, which makes a really nice finish. What we did over on the house too, looks really good. It's a little bit extra work, but man, it's so much nicer, and it's better than like cutting and chiseling on concrete afterwards. Just mold it in and be done with it. So looks like they about got that too good enough. Yeah, you don't even need to put any screws in that PVC. No need for the screws in that PVC though. It'll pour just like it is. No, take that out. Take that out. Take it out. No need. No need. You're making it worse. Just like it is okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's good enough like that. When you're screwing it, it's pushing out and messing it up. Yeah. So. Yeah, we gotta fill those 2 gaps. So while they start pouring this over here, or you can go over and pour it, or whatever, whoever, or Joel, whoever is gonna go over there and start pouring that top around, we can finish up the side over here. You want to measure for those bolts and drill it? Here, I'm gonna help you. So we're here stripping off this bottom plywood here right now. We're gonna leave the top. We got another form we need to build up high right up there. That's why there's additional steel sticking up. But we're gonna go ahead and pull off the bottom one here. Bro, go ahead and get all this lumber out of the way. Everything out of your way there. Now pull those up. One more. it is. See, that's all it's holding that 2 for 3 there. Now get this one more piece of cribbing off right there, and then we'll strip the form and we'll see how she looks. Don't hit on those with a hammer. You'll mess up your threads. All right. Mike, come out here and let's strip this form off. There's a screw. There's some screws out here.
Screw gun.
That's it. Beautiful. Look at that. Man, nice. Slick and shiny. That's why I like going through the work to do it, boy. It's a little bit more work up front, but you get rewarded in the back end because now it's over with. We got to just tap those pieces of plastic out and patch the little holes with a little cement mix, and it's ready to skim coat and paint. That's why we do it like this. No coming back, chipping and rendering and cutting in for electrical and all of that. It is done. No pulling nylons and trying to make it all flat. All the spider cracking. It's done right there. We're on the inside of that same wall. We just got to pull up the base right there. Or is that nailed in that corner from behind? Huh? You think it is? Got to get our baseboard off right there, holding down to the concrete. It goes up behind a corner here, so we can see if we can pop it loose in behind down there. So there's a couple little nails tacked in from the back side and that corner piece, little small nails, but like this. But we don't want to tear up our sheet, so that's all poured. So we're gonna go ahead and strip that down, and so we can get that corner piece out, and then we'll move on from there. What you see Mont removing here, these little 4-inch wide strips, this is where the 2 sheets join. And to make sure they stay flush with each other, right there, we screw on a little strip of wood down through there with some short screws so it's not way into your concrete. Just enough to hold it on there together. It doesn't have to be like real tough structural. And that holds those nice and flush, so we end up with a clean joint on our wall. So what Mott's doing here right now is we have electrical box. You gotta be sure and remember, cut those wires. Absolutely, you can't go yanking on the sheet and then remember it. We've already experienced that with this one right here and with his brother Marlon, both yanking on the sheets. Oh, the plywood won't come off. And they ripped the box right out of the concrete. Memories. Marlon in the kitchen and you in the CR. You pulled the water pipes. So excited.
Basta may mga box pinadaman special.
So that should be the only one in this wall. The other's way down there. That is so nice. And these little wires left out, you just take a pair of side cutters, we call a pair of dikes, and get right up near to the concrete and just snip those off. Take a hammer and tap the end of them so they're not sharp sticking out, and that's that. When you skim coat, it'll cover right over it. And There's your box already all in, ready. Tape is over the hole where the screw goes in. All nice and neat, ready to have a light switch or receptacle, whatever you're going to be putting there. A little more work in the front end, but a lot less work in the back end. You're combining a whole bunch of steps all at one time and over with. I mean, if you didn't care about paint, you could literally just pull these forms off and ready to live in. So we just pop this sheet off here. The sheet's still nice and clean, nice and smooth, ready to put right back up actually. Now we're gonna move that right over here. Build us out another 4 foot before we cast this. And that way we can pour around our window bucks right there. Look at that, so beautiful. Woohoo! Look at that. Make sure these are straight so it'll slide off of it. They are straight. Get that board off the bottom, Miller. It's got a nail right here. Right here. I think you should probably pick it up. Yeah, it's gonna be a little harder because we got to slide it off the dowels. Looks like it's coming pretty easy though. That's why we didn't want those dowels very long. Oh, easy peasy, man. Help him out, Turtle. And there it is. And those dowels, that's gonna be for the concrete floating bed right there and nightstands. I'm so happy every time I see that, man. So nice. Yep, so nice. Be where our TV is going to be up on the wall right there over in the second room. And Joel's preparing a box that he'll put on the back of this plywood sheet before he stands it right up over there for where mini fridge will be. And somebody want to plug up a phone or some other item, they can use the other receptacle on that. Had some asked for how we remove the PVC tubes out of the wall. We just tap them out. See, he's just using a piece of rebar. He just catches the edge of it, lightly tap it, don't get too crazy with it. And they slide right out. I'll go to the other side, you'll see them coming out of there.
Yeah, man.
Yep, chipping away at it, pouring more rooms up here.
So this will be part of the resort also?
We call him Turtle, and we said his legs and his brain both so slow. I told him I'm coming around here to record. See, and you just tap them right out of there, man. And you just pull them. Don't matter if that chips a little bit because we're gonna touch those up.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So it don't matter if that's bevel, that's even better actually.
Yeah.
And we'll touch those up.